2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission, coming for the top.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Bailey. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now a give right side. It's Bailey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. All day, baby, all day. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. You must be dreaming. Check, 93. 93's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Spins away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hayward.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 20, Mike 20. He's time to win.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert. Bring out. Check.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 6-0 our score after 1.
Hey, check. 3 now. Okay.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check it out. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. He's checking. Let's go.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage?
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Don't get nervous. Alert flare.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the Rams' 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. Check. Got it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go with a big back Fournette, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They'll look to throw. Try to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Good. Good job right there.
Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Fisher. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Johnson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's 2nd and 8 at
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got 3. We got 3.
He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 29-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
36 power.
Johnson running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. It's caught. Jones. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Check, check. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. On the army. On the army.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it with Johnson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Fall back.
It's free. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Switch. Watch safety creep.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
49, check 49. Show it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams have taken the lead. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
25.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Sponge. No.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Spot that. Alert. Sit down. There. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Deuce. 12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Jim. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
36 power.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bailey. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Alert 3.
They'll try to left side. Bailey. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Marquise Brown, the ball carrier. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Here we go.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to number 18. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Check, 93's the mic.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Meredith. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. He'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
14.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Rams, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.